What's up, y'all? Peace, 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 peace. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. I had a free moment before I get ready to go get the babies from school, and I figured that this would be a good time to go live. So I'm gonna hang around for a minute. I was gonna get out and walk while I'm doing this live, but I keep seeing these huge spiders everywhere. Peace, what's up? I was gonna get out and walk while I was doing this live, but I'm not kidding y'all. I wish I could put pictures. Can I put pictures on here? No, I have to use the other app. I wish I could show you all the huge. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, no, I'm gonna get out and show y'all something. Look. Oh yeah, the chicken sandwich definitely was a ritual. Let me show y'all something right quick though, okay? This is why I'm not going for my walk in the woods. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. So look, I was gonna go walking in the woods and talk to y'all about the Popeyes chicken sandwich ritual, but do y'all see these spider webs? All of the trees. Can you? Oh, you can hear it now. Hey, Anthony. Peace, Anthony. Okay, cool. Do you see this? Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Do this? Every fucking where I go, even the trees all the way over there, are covered in spider webs. Like, I'm not going in the woods today to walk. I love nature, and yes, I'm on the spiritual path, and I do believe that there is a oneness. But something funny is going on with these huge ass spider webs. I took a picture right before I got ready to get out and walk, because I was thinking about and told y'all I was going to mention the Popeyes ritual, and we never did do the video. But my husband just sent me some pictures and a video of a huge black spider, this weird jumping spider that came out the ground. And literally, right when he was sending me that, I'm looking at the trees covered in spider webs, all of the trees. I pay attention. They're in your backyard everywhere, Day Day. What the fuck is going on? That's not normal. That's not normal. Like, I'm such a nature person. We're walking in the woods. I don't know what's up or what's going on. Having some glitches, y'all. So hopefully y'all can hear me and everything now. But let me stick to the topic. But I just want to say, if you all are noticing this, this is what I feel. And I have a little resistance with telling y'all how I feel because it does sound crazy. But I absolutely believe that it's accurate. The war that is spilling over into the 3D earth from the unseen realm, the other dimensions, what we would call interdimensional beings and extraterrestrials, it's starting all in your backyard. Wow. Okay. They come from caterpillars. Wow. Okay. So we have this huge tree, and the whole tree is covered. So are you saying that whole tree is covered in webs from caterpillars? Because I've never seen this happen like this before, though. Like, yeah, they do. Caterpillars do have these, but this is like extreme. I don't know if it's an overpopulation thing going on, but I just feel like this is a very supernatural thing that we see happening. I don't know if it's just a Memphis thing or not, but just be aware and observe and pay attention to your area and see, are you all having these really, really huge webbings all over? 25% of the trees on my street is covered. That's a lot of damn caterpillars. If it's not spiders, that's a lot of caterpillars. I've never seen this many before. So I don't know. I feel like it's, yeah, I do feel like it's something divine happening. Let's go pay attention to that, and I'll get back with y'all on that. But I'm not going walking because I don't feel like no creatures getting on me today while I'm trying to focus on what the topic is. So peace to y'all. I'm Camson, one half of Remnants Gathering, and you know, I just get on here to kind of just channel information to you all. So let's talk about the Popeyes ritual. I got a lot of screenshots and information and resources that I was gonna try to put together, you know, in like a presentation and post it, but I was like, I'm kind of tired of not sharing this information, so I want to go ahead and get it out there. So I hope y'all did not eat the sandwich. If you did, detoxing is a great idea to do that. Let me tell y'all what's up. First of all, the Popeyes sandwich, the ingredients, they have to post the ingredients by law, okay? So, oh, good, according to me. Peace according to me, that's good. Okay, so listen. What happens is, first of all, this is chicken. Now, genetically modified chicken, but still chicken. What's up, the King's Foundation? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all up in the building today. I love it. I love it. So what's happening is, do y'all know how, like in voodoo and a lot of other practices, how they use chickens and spilling the blood of chickens and just certain rituals centered around the chicken, okay? So this is a form of blood sacrifice that's done. So what happens is, when they made all of these chicken sandwiches, we don't know how many chickens they killed to do this, okay? But you could imagine it was a lot. I never did look up to see exactly how many of the Popeyes chain did this and how many chicken sandwiches they sold. But y'all know that's a lot of chicken, okay? So first of all, that's a lot of energy that was released from those sentient beings who are obviously in pain because they're keeping them in these farms. And y'all can go look it up. Y'all remember when KFC first got exposed? Like, these chickens got 3 wings, 2 beaks, tumors all over them. So physically, it was a physical attack on the body. It was something to cause things like high blood pressure, cardiovascular issues, osteosclerosis, diabetes, definitely diabetes. They're starting to call dementia like a diabetes type 3, they're saying. So if you have memory problems, they're saying that it could be early onset dementia that they call diabetes type 3, and it's caused by your diet. So not only that on the physical level, but on an energetic level, these people took part in a ritual, and they don't know anything about the people who own the companies and who oversee these chicken farms, which means even if you don't know you're taking part in a ritual, whatever the intention of that ritual still will manifest in your life as a result of that. You don't have to be conscious of it. You can be unconscious. We're unconsciously controlled by rituals all the time. And for those of us who are awakening, we're wanting to be more in touch. I'm getting a lot of interference today, y'all. Send some ashés and some good vibes to stop this interference. And so what happened was, this was density on an etheric level, okay? This ritual made these people create shadow contracts, not just with poverty and lack, but with sickness as well, because the pharmaceutical business, big pharma, is losing money. Because we're getting awakened and we're eating healthier and we're going back to herbs, they're losing money. So this was a way to boost money in these for these companies as well. So this kind of was a wealth ritual for them, but the people who consumed this did this, and it was like a shadow contract. It was like, how do you take communion when you were back in religion? $1 billion per year? Wow. Okay, see, there we go. So this is major.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of blood, and that's a lot of life force energy from a being that has been tortured. You took into your body. So what they do is they take the fetal embryos from abortions, and they use it as taste enhancers. The name of the company is Cinemix, and they put this in these chicken sandwiches, and it makes you feel as though it's just the most delicious thing in the world you ever had. And as you're eating it, you're being put under a conscious spell to make you not be able to be conscious or vibrate high. So a lot of those people, intuitively, the message that my guys have given me is that they're going to suffer with depression, bipolar, even being suicidal. Okay. So this is why we saw the aggression and everything, people fighting, because literally they took on the energy of these chickens that have been tortured and tormented. And so it just manifested this chaos that we see, this darkness, you know what I'm saying? And this destruction, and it caused them to be in a vibration of chaos. And it's not a one-time thing. It's something, if you're not conscious and if you ate it and you don't detox, it's going to be like a continual thing, because you're now in a shadow contract. On an etheric level, which affects what you're able to be conscious of spiritually, what it did was added density to the body. So it did not just affect one body, it affected all 7 bodies, and it added density to the body. And whenever the body becomes more dense, it is much harder for you to receive light codes and DNA upgrades from the cosmos as we're going through this spiritual awakening, and as we are being upgraded to be light beings again. This is why a lot of us are losing weight. This is why a lot of us are eating less, or being more conscious of what we're eating, or not eating to be full and eating small meals, eating to be nourished, getting into intermittent fasting, wanting to get into detoxing, wanting to, Yemiya. I think I shared this with y'all. Yemiya is like something really important. If you don't have a lot of money, do sea salt and warm water first thing in the morning, and it'll help keep you flushed out. Because whatever goes into the intestines, that is the gut is the mind. The gut is where consciousness actually is stored. And so this is why we will say things like, my gut told me I shouldn't have did that. My gut told me not to go with them. My gut told me. And so the gut thinks. The gut interprets information. So the intuition relies a lot on the gut. So this like put their intuition to sleep. Now, another thing that happened as a result of this ritual, because this was straight up sorcery. This was sorcery. And a lot of people may not have gotten sick like right after, but it's like a long-term sickness that comes as an effect of that. And this is Big Pharma's way of making sure that they're able to make money. And I'm not trying to judge or to hate on it. I'm just here to awaken people so that you can choose what comes into your reality, and so that you can choose how the rest of your life plays out. They just trying to get their bag. And so when you come into metaphysics, you come out of the vibration of being judgmental of everything and seeing things as good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Everything is energy, and it's either energy that's going to take you where you want to go, or it's not. So as I'm watching this fiasco, I went to look up the ingredients, and I have a screenshot. Like I said, I'm going to get a chance to put the slideshow together so you all can read this information. But in 2004 or in 2010, the Boondocks had an episode about these chicken sandwiches, and it was causing aggression and violence, and KFC ran out of chicken, and people went crazy because of it. So this is predictive programming as well playing out. Now, at the same time all of this was happening, if y'all remember the rainforest, this was when it was at the height of the rainforest being on fire, and all of the talk about that. This was at the height of that. And so when I communicated with one of my spirit guides, Raul, which is the ancient tree spirit that I communicate with in the underworld when I do my shamanic travels, and he told me that the spirits of the ancient indigenous people were leaving those trees and being released to take up abode and assist us, right? Not to possess us and take over us, but that the energy was just transforming itself to be more like a gas or an air, but it's still their energy, their essence, their consciousness. And so that was the way ancient consciousness, ancient wisdom was released from those trees to the earth. And so for the people like us who are awakening, we would be able to receive benefit from that wisdom from them. And so when I got that, I was like, yo, that's deep. I'm gonna share that. So I shared it. Literally, like within 24 hours, I'm watching this fiasco unfold, and I'm like, these two things got to be connected. I don't know how, but I know these two things got to be connected. And so just over some time and me trying to just be open to receive information, now I know that was the purpose. So those people who consume that chicken, they're not going to be able to benefit and tap into the energy of the ancient indigenous people who were bringing knowledge. Shout out to you, Special K. I didn't get to see it. I tried one bite and didn't like it. Couldn't understand why people were going crazy when they've been had this on their menu and now they done run out. See, there you go. You see what I'm talking about? Man, thank y'all for dropping these statistics. Yeah, knowledge is power, absolutely. So check this out. So the chicken sandwich was called spicy, right? Spicy chicken sandwich. And so you could use the word spicy to be synonymous with fire. So this takes you back to the angel with the sword of fire who was placed in front of the tree of life to guard it so that Adam and Eve would not be able to be in a state of enlightenment for eternity. Y'all remember this. Peace, the Laron. Who else is in here? Peace, Mariah G. Special K. Gotta shout everybody out. Peace to y'all. Peace, Terica. I already knew you was gonna be up in the building. Terica, I'm telling you, you gotta be a moderator, girl, because you be on here every time. And we just love you for that. We love all of y'all for being in here with us right now. So, okay, so while I'm dropping this knowledge, so this was their way of combating the indigenous spirits that were being released from those trees. This was how they combated that, with density and doing these shadow contracts with the people who ate it. And so with the spicy, again, that was synonymous with the flame. Everything is esoteric. You have to read in between the lines. And so the spicy was basically a flaming sword. So these people have kind of been locked out of the awakening. They have been locked out of the ability to be enlightened and to ascend. And not saying it's impossible, because it could be somebody to come across this video who've been going through the spiritual path of awakening and learning how to be their authentic self and finding out who they are. Peace to you, Andrea. Yes. Oakland, California in the building. I love it. Gratitude for you all for just being available, Yeah, Anthony. To be able to give you something and you like, yo, amazing insight, that's beautiful to me, because y'all are some absolutely enlightened, intelligent souls, and I really appreciate you all. Y'all help me to level up. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. But yeah, so with that being said, this ritual that took place was like the 3D, because the 3D is battling to keep its place. The 3D and the lords over the 3D, the powers that be, are battling to hold that place in us, to keep us on that grid, because they're losing power. Every time one of us exits certain patterns of thinking, every time one of us do a meditation, soul retrieval, do yoga, change the way we eat, right? Start doing mantras and affirmations, get into doing our spiritual work, using herbs and essential oils. Every time one of us does that, it pulls energy from the 3D matrix. So what we see happening is a battle between the 3D and all the other higher dimensions of us, over us, over us, over us. You are that important. Absolutely, you are that important. And so I wanted to do this video really quick to share this, because I forgot. But let's see, it was one more thing about this Popeyes thing. So y'all, be careful of the chicken, period. Be careful about this, because thank you. Okay, so when I'm channeling, I be all over the place, so y'all excuse me. Sometimes y'all might need to take notes or something, because I don't even remember what I be saying half the time. But another thing is, a lot of us have learned how to clear karma, and this was a way to reestablish karmic contracts. So I was listening to an Alba Wyman session. It used to be called quantum hypnosis, but she's trademarked something that's a little different than Dorothy Cannon, what she was doing. But Alba Wyman's session, she had someone on that was channeling Raziel, which is an archangel, and he was saying that when we consume meat, sentient beings who have this heavy karma attached to them, you are basically receiving that heavy dense karma into your temple, into yourself. And so this is why so many people are becoming vegetarian as well, who awaken. And I was even one of them, and I just started eating fish again. But he specifically said that it was okay to eat fish because fish had a prior agreement with humanity to be okay to be used as a source of energy, right? But for the greater good. But he said cows, and cows are sacred and things like that. He said, but the way animals and things are being killed now, and the way things are going on, it opens you to a dense karma, where you are going to be reaping things that are very similar to what the animal experience that you are consuming. So if you are still eating meat, try to find maybe a Mediterranean market, places where you can get halal meat, places where you can get where these animals were loved and cared for, treated like family, raised on farms. And before they kill the animals for food, like this is even how we used to do, our ancestors did, where it was a sacred ceremony. And we would allow the shaman in the village to choose the animal that was ready to go to the next realm, and allow us to have a source of energy, allow us to have a food source. See, there's supposed to be a sacredness. And so, yeah, just like in the movie Lion King, there's this cycle of life. And we consume things, we poop, you know what I'm saying? And when we poop, that poop, it end up goes to the ground. We die, we go to the ground, and there's this cycle. But if you are consuming something that has a heavy, dense, torturous karma attached to it, and you're trying to ascend, this could be one of the reasons why visualization is difficult for you, meditation is difficult for you, self-healing is difficult for you. Maybe you're still dealing with a lot of the ego. We like those chicken sandwiches were sorcery. They were more chemicals than anything, but it was a mixture of chemicals, sentient beings who had been tortured, and then it was put in this hot grease, right? So this is just going to increase the amount of cancerous cells within the food that you're consuming. So it's almost like these people are on a guaranteed waiting list to need chemotherapy, on a guaranteed waiting list to need dialysis, on a guaranteed waiting list to need surgery, to need medications. Y'all see what I'm saying here? Y'all see, I'm trying to expose the shadow aspects of the things that are happening in the world, and it from a shamanic point of view, because I operate as a shaman. Even though I'm an oracle, I operate as a shaman, which is why going to the shamanic realm is really, really easy for me. I did it the very first time I tried, and it's because it's in my bloodline. It's in my lineage to do that. This is something that I did in a past life. So be super conscious. This is why it's expensive to eat better. And until you find little cheap ways in Aldi's and maybe local farmers and stuff, but it's expensive to eat better because the vibration is higher. So try to kinesiology. Try to get used to asking your body, asking your temple, your guides, your intuition, your angels, should I consume this? Is this something? I watched a Teal Swan video today, and I jump around for many teachers because I don't have issues with people because of their color or how they incarnated or gender or shit like that. Like, when I got to a certain level of spirituality, I disconnected from judging people from that. And so really great knowledge comes through people regardless of who they are and where they come from. But Till Swan was saying the fast track to enlightenment. What's up, love, live life? Peace to you. Thank you for all the work that you do on your channel as well. We so appreciate you. So I gotta shout them out. Check out their channel, y'all. You know, here we want to empower other people. We gotta stop feeling like we own all. Yes. So y'all, test your muscles. Ask your body, is this self-love? Is consuming this right now, Peace J Girl Beckles, is consuming this gonna be an act of self-love or an act of self-hatred? And so, yes, you can say, well, they probably couldn't afford anything else but those chicken sandwiches. But then again, you can say, well, if they didn't eat nothing but a bag of rice and a cucumber, it would have been better than that. So what I'm saying to y'all is be aware that 3D Matrix is battling to hold on to make us dense. The 3D Matrix don't want us to have a light body. So it's like you go start having shit manifest in your life that's gonna be making your ascension super hard, where you're gonna be like, damn, do I even want to be woke anymore? Like, do I really want to do this? I done lost family, I done lost friends, you know what I'm saying? The people at my job, they done seen stuff I post and they whispering. It's a lot of shit you got to deal with to be woke. It's a price that you pay, but it's a price for being asleep too. So I just want to tell you, if you on this path of being woke, know that you got to start communicating with your temple. It's universes within you, and you have to communicate and say, is this the best thing for me? And she gave the example of an apple and an orange, and I thought that was a great example. She was like, just ask your body, which one of these would be best for me on a path to enlightenment? Which one of these would be self-love? And some of you would say, well, both of them fruit, and it probably ain't bad. But in that moment, your body might need what the apple has in it and not what the orange. Or in that moment, maybe the citric acid in the orange would be a bit too much for you. Like, so we gotta bring back the communication between the gut, the mind of the gut, the heart, right? And allowing our pineal gland, our third eye, first eye, to work with us as a whole to become whole. I'm telling you, if y'all take these tips and do this, your meditations, your visualizations, your magic, your rituals, your ceremonies will go to a whole other level. But the whole purpose and intuition is to trust yourself. We are developing trust for ourselves. And I feel so bad for the unconscious people who took part in these rituals, because a lot of these people are the same people who look down on us, and they going to Chick-fil-A. And I mean, I just got to say it. Anybody selling a chicken sandwich, you kind of got to look at it with the side eye now, because we know that chickens are used in rituals, and we know what these animals are experiencing. And we know that a lot of us are working really hard to release ourselves from karma through our bloodline, and even karma through relationships that we have had, and karma through decisions that we have made. So yeah, just take this advice, share this if you know somebody you feel like this would be helpful to share this with. But yeah, that was a ritual, and this is not the end of it. One last thing I almost forgot. Thank you. After this, I gotta go to get the kids from school, y'all. But look, if I could work this business all day, every day, I absolutely would, because information comes to me all day long that I know you all would benefit from. But I'm going to do my best to do these impromptu videos to make sure y'all not missing out on the stuff that I know my soul is here to give you all. But one last thing that I was told, and this is deep. Don't forget this, because you probably will only hear this from me. The particular alchemical attack that is coming up this fall and this winter. Peace to you, Guru, the greatest overall. I like that. Look at that. Self-deification. I like it. So this was a primer. This primed their immune system and their bodies to be in alignment with the flus and the viruses that they have created and are going to release this fall and this winter. So they're specifically the chicken sandwiches. I know for sure I was told to stay away from them, because it is going to be part of an alchemical attack, and it is going to weaken your immune system and cause changes within the body and the DNA and the genetic coding, where the particular flus and virus they're going to release, those people will be the first ones to get sick, and they may get the sickest. And I hate to say, I don't know where it's going to go from there. You know, I hope not. But this is the information I received, and it resonates so deep with me. I know this is true. And so this is how they're doing this in phases. So I think last year, year before last, David Cunningham or something Cunningham, a black guy in Atlanta who worked for the CDC, and I would call him a genius. And I do consider myself to be pretty intelligent, but I would call this man a genius. I sat and I just read through a lot of his information and things that he had accomplished and done. And he lost his life trying to release this information to you all. If y'all don't remember that story, revisit that story. A lot of tarot card readers and psychics and stuff communicated with him to find out what happened and how he actually died. He was killed, and he was killed because his conscience felt heavy about knowing the shit that they were about to roll out on us. It wasn't just last year. It was like the next 5 to 10 years, the population decrease plan, he was going to expose it. And these chicken sandwiches, my guys revealed to me, was part of it. Then KFC, not too long ago, came out with the free chocolate cake. I'm like, wait, hold up. Free chocolate cake? Like, come on now. That's crazy, you know? And then I was like, well, what's up with that? And they was like, same shit. It's the same. It's for the same purpose. The sugar and the chocolate cake, like they probably won't even list how much is really in there, but it's going to shut their immune system down completely. So when they release these flus and viruses that they already have pre-made, these people will be the ones that it would have the greatest impact. And if you ever wonder why some people get sicker or why some people die and some people don't, and it don't seem like it's based on age or gender, this is why. Okay, so this is a consciousness spiritual warfare that we are in, and it just keeps coming to me that the 3D matrix is holding on for dear life, hanging on by a thread, and it needs to stay alive. The 3D matrix is like, it's not just a thought form, it has become an actual being, and this being does not want to lose its inhabitants because that's what feeds it. Yeah. So yeah, y'all heard it here first. I know y'all probably missed some of it. Some of you jumped in late. Thank y'all so much. I swear to you, I'm gonna make sure I do this again. My baby, he be at work, you know what I'm saying? He be at work a lot, can't do this. But yeah, I'm going to try to make sure I do this more often, because I'm really starting to feel like whatever has been activated in me and what's happening is really going to be like a GPS system to get through the rest of this year and the shit that's coming. So if y'all just support us, sending donations is great. Like, that helps us to keep doing what we do, because we do have to pull away from our 3D jobs and all that stuff to do this. So we appreciate you all who have given donations, and just consider and think about it. You know, test your heart and your spirit and see how you feel. But just know that currency is just energy, and whatever you give that energy to, you're going to receive from it. Whatever the vibration is that you are giving to, you receive that same vibration back. And so if our energy resonates with you all, then, you know, hit that donation button, or just to Remnants Gathering a Cash App, and we're definitely going to use it for the right thing. We don't make a lot of money or anything doing this. YouTube like demonetize a lot of our videos and stuff, and I know it's because of the stuff we be talking about, and that's cool. But we have to support each other through this awakening with some form of energy. And for me, doing readings has been a way I've been able to help a lot of people. So yeah, I think that was it. And if you want to get a reading, just email me at remnantsgathering@gmail.com as well. My readings be like lit. Oh, shout out, thank you, Anthony, for that love. Blessings. So Anthony, I just connect my guys with your guys, and that you receive 30, 60, 100 fold of what you gave. You know what I'm saying? And like, I really believe in this, because people who have got readings and giving donations and stuff, like, they're getting changes in their life. So I believe this without a shadow of a doubt. This ain't no Creflo Dollar type shit going on right here. But speaking of that, and then I'll get more into the Kanye thing too, because that's another war. That's the 3D matrix trying to hang on as well. You know what I'm saying? The church needs us to come back. The church was like, man, we was eating good off them souls. And you know, Bobby Hemmett talked about how the soul reincarnation trap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna get into that too. And I just want to keep touching on these things. But if I leave y'all with this for the rest of this day, it would be conscious of your energy. Protect your energy. Don't give your energy to places where it's something that is going to give you back you do not desire. That's okay. Be a little selfish. Be selfish. Holding virtual hands with y'all, crossing this crazy ass, weird ass, narrow path that very few people choose to follow. And it's going to get stranger from here. And one other thing, definitely our galactic family is trying to communicate with all of us. So if you are having experiences that are new for you, anything supernatural going on, it is nothing to be fearful of. Just know and understand, because the veil is so thin right now, and because of the level of consciousness that a lot of us are vibrating on, it's a lot easier for them to interact with us. So if you got shit moving in the house and all that going on, it's good to sage and Palo Santo, but it's nothing to worry about. Nothing can harm you or hurt you, because love protects you. And people who are willing to get on this path of self-love, you know what I'm saying? When you do that, you're loving God, because God, the goddess, lives within you in your temple, and that's a oneness, and that's going to protect you. So that's why I don't really do revenge spells and stuff like that, because I really believe that the laws of the universe work hand in hand with people who are here to upgrade the earth. And that's what we're here to do. That's what this tribe do. That's what we all about. So yeah, I love y'all. Oh, and I'm thinking about doing a live tarot card reading, and just, you know, I'll be just doing the readings, and if you want me to move you to the top, you know what I'm saying, just shoot a donation. I'm feeling like it's time to do that again. I don't know if y'all want to connect, want to know more maybe about your starseed tribes or your purpose in life according to that, or would you all like to know, like, connect, because spirit animals are coming through too, and they're constantly shifting and changing. You don't just have one spirit animal, it changes for the seasons and cycles in your life. If y'all want to do that, I don't know. So just drop a comment below if you missed the live and let me know. If that'll be beneficial, then yeah, we might, instead of waiting till Sunday to do the show, we'll do something tomorrow night, and I'll do a live reading and everything like that, and we'll get it in. And yeah, we love y'all, man, and keep your third eye open. We embracing y'all, and every time we come before you, know that your third eye has just been kissed. Go add us on Instagram. We're gonna be doing more on Instagram and Facebook, so add us and support us. We want y'all to be a part of the foundation of this, because we believe it's something beautiful we are building here with you all. Tomorrow is good. All right, Special Key, that's what's up. So we're gonna do tomorrow instead of Sunday. All right, peace, 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 peace.